Yo, what's going on, people? It's Fatz. That is the book today, that Rich Dad Poor Dad, the #1 book I read that changed my lifestyle. As soon as I read this book, I knew I didn't want to be employed. I knew I didn't want to be a slave to a 9 to 5. I started my road to self-education. I think it was a great book. It was written in a way that anybody could sort of relate to it, because it goes through his lifestyle and how he seen employment and money and taxation. Some of his other books out, I still need to collect the series. I've heard great things on his other books. He's even got a board game. I'd like to play a board game. But going back to the book, I think this book is a must read at any age, because even young people, they can relate to the book, because it starts from when he was a child and his growth about his mindset towards money in this book. Rich Dad Poor Dad will explain why you are where you are due to your spending habits. Another thing that I've learned around Rich Dad Poor Dad and through self-education is it's not how much you earn, it's how much you keep. Rich Dad puts it perfectly in his cash flow diagram, which you have the liabilities, the assets, the incomings, the outgoings, and a lot of people just live in within their incomings and then their outgoings. They're not looking at liabilities, they're not looking at their assets, they're not seeing where money can make money. And if you educate yourself, you'll realize that investing a little bit into yourself or into your assets column, you can make more money and let that generate. Assets and liabilities are what a lot of people will relate to business, and they'll be business terms, but they're not. Asset and liabilities are a part of your personal life also, and Rich Dad Poor Dad expresses that. When you look at the cash flow quadrant, you will understand where your money's going out, how it's not actually generating no more money towards you, and everything that you think is probably an asset towards you may be in the liabilities column, because it is costing you more money or giving you more of a loss than you actually realize. Rich Dad Poor Dad has changed my life, and it's changed a lot of lives about the people around me. It's changed all their lives because I've got them to read it, and they've taken a step back and looked at their spending habits and their lifestyles and their employment. So everybody I've give this book to has given me great feedback and has changed their mindset towards money and employment. Let's look at the cash flow quadrant. A lot of people get an income in, they put it in their expenses column and it's gone again. And then they wait for their income again, put it in the expenses column and it's gone again. They're not looking at their liabilities and their assets. Now, an asset can generate you more money. So if you have a little bit of money left over at the end of the month, instead of going out and partying, you can put it into yourself. And the best investment you can ever make is in yourself. And that will be in your assets column. If you have a bit of money and you save up and you put that into property or business, then that will be an asset and it's coming back round to you. You've used money to make money. Now, if you put it into your car, which is fine to have a luxury or a car or a nice car, don't forget the car will always be decreasing in value. So it is not an asset, it is a liability. It will become an asset when you use it for work, but long term it is a liability. I would highly recommend everybody read this book. This is the #1 book that changed my lifestyle, and I would definitely say at any age, it is very relatable. At any age, please go read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Your whole mindset will change on money and employment. Go and read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Have a look at his other books, but Rich Dad Poor Dad, his first book, is great. Peace. Yo, you know the deal by now. I'm gonna say what book I'm reading next. This one is Ask Gary V. This is not his first book, but this is about Gary V. Gary V, that man there. Probably can't see him, but Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V is a great entrepreneur, and he is really social media based as well. He's got so much great content on there. He's got his YouTube channels, he's got his businesses, his investments, and his hard hitting talks. He takes, there's no bullshit from Gary V. He hits it hard. He hits it hard towards anybody into entrepreneurship, students, employees, lifestyle, money. Gary V is the man who will tell you the truth as it is, how he sees it. I've come across Gary V on his YouTube, and which is great, so I needed to get his book. Obviously I got Ask Gary V, but I do want to get, I believe it's Crush It as well, but I'll let you know how this one goes. Well done, Gary V. Peace. Yo, what's poppin' people? I want to talk to you. Yo, what's poppin' people? I want to talk to you today. The spatial.